Welcome back to the JP Lopez Show. This week's guest is a very, very, very funny and talented man. He goes by the name of Ranney. This guy is a New York comic. Came up in the likes of Chris Rock, Tracy Morgan, Martin Lawrence. This guy is very talented at what he does. He's been on the Broadway stage in London, which is called the West End. He's nominated. Just talented. And I'm very, very honored to have him as a guest this week. Guys, if you could please tune in, let us know how he did. If you could please share my show with a friend. Share my show with a family member who has yet to hear the show. Please just do all the things to help expand my reach, because I'm cranking out some work and I'm thinking that these episodes are worth their weight in gold, because Ranney is a very special guy. I honestly didn't think that I had the caliber of show to host this guy. And he said, yes, I'll jump on the show, and with no hesitation, we got it recorded. So, guys, I hope you like this episode, because I was very honored to have him. I got my good buddy Isaac Perez on the show. This kid is a younger brother of a great friend growing up, and kind of treated him like a little brother, and very honored to have him on the show. He's gone through some tough times, and he's going to succeed because his work ethic and his family, the support that he has is awesome. But that being said, guys, check out the show. Let me know how you like it. It's the JP Lopez Show.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on!
It's the JP Lopez Show.
Welcome back to the JP Lopez Show. I'm so excited to have this episode, to finally put it in, I guess, on wax, so to speak. I got Mr. Ranney here, man.
Yo.
Ranney, can you please promote anything you got going on? Website, social media?
Yeah, you can just check me out on itsranney.com. That's itsranney.com. There's a news page. This is, I do my little stage thing. I'm working on a new headline set, ready to tour this fall. So, yeah.
And you killed it on the Mr. Is live roast, man. Unfortunately, it hadn't happened yet, but by the time this airs, the show has already happened.
I'm like, you miss it? Got you.
Hey, I'm sorry about those slim chicken jokes, man. I just had to go there.
Awesome set.
Got it.
Ranney, I love to plug, promote, give flowers. I did my homework on you, and I would really love and appreciate it if you gave your credits, your resume, so to speak. But kind of, like I said, Anthony Chisholm that up.
Yeah, I've been around for a minute, man. I started, homeboy was asking me when I started, actually, this is no poetic BS. I started April Fool's Day of 1988 down in Florida.
So we're coming up legit on an anniversary.
On a killer, like 35 or something like that. Just a little bit more than my marriage. Both are painful. I started back then in Orlando area. Guy coming through convinced me to go to New York. New York at a very young age, at 20, and started hitting the open mics there. One of my first open mics was hosted by Ray Romano, actually, at Boston Comedy Club down in the Village. Cool. And put me in a box, and then out of nowhere, Joe Bertram, was a group called Laugh One Out that was producing at the Apollo in Harlem, a night called Laugh Tuesdays. Mm-hmm. And the way it went is you came down and auditioned in the daytime in front of an audience in the Apollo, and if they like you, you go on the next Tuesday. Well, I, got sick the night before. I didn't think I was going to go. And I woke up at the last minute, rushed, and I lived in Staten Island, by the way.
Oh.
So I had to run down the street.
So it was a travel to get
catch
there.
a bus, catch the ferry. I'm sick, get on the train. Back then was the 1 to the 9, switch over at 14th Street, blah, blah, blah. I get up there, my dumb ass thought, like when you see in the movies, like, oh, I'm going to go to the back door and knock and, my name's Ranney. I'm here for an audition. I get about 2 blocks away and there's like lines upon lines upon lines. It's raining. It's all the horrible shit that could go down for you when you're heading for an audition. But I go through that line, to make a long story short. I get inside. I do the set, and at the end of it, I thought I heard boos. I did like a 5-minute set. And I kind of sheepishly am leaving the stage, and I see this guy waving for me to meet him at the end of the stage. And it was Joe Bertram. And he was like, they really like you. They was booing because you stopped. They wanted you to,
damn.
They want you to keep going. And like I told you, the policy was at the time, if they like you, you go on the next week. Mm-hmm. He was like, can you go on tonight? And I was like, oh.
Consider it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though I had a job, I had a job working graveyard shift at Kmart as a stopgap.
Oh shit!
But I called in sick. I went. I mean,
of course, yeah.
I had to do it. And my first set at the Apollo was a partial standing ovation. It was crazy, man. And before you realize it, like week in and week out, I'm their guy, and guys on the scene at the time was Bill Bellamy, Martin, all those cats. And it was a regular thing for me to be killing it at the Apollo, amongst other New York scenes, clubs. Uptown Comedy Club was just around the corner. It was a very happening time. It was before they stopped the buskering. I don't know if you know about that.
No.
Live street comedy used to be a rite of passage. And you would go and do street shows, to pay rent. And by going through that and having to do that,
that's like a tip in dollars and stuff like that.
It just made you better, man. Yeah. You go back in the clubs like, what do you got? I just did 30 minutes next to a guy shitting on a cat.
Oh shit!
Shitting on a cat.
He used the cat to wipe his ass.
Chappelle was doing that. Remember when he took off to Africa for a little bit, and when he came back, he was doing that. He just.
But that's what he started.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was just going in the middle of a park somewhere and doing stand up.
The king of street comedy was Charlie Barnett, who was Dave's direct mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Charlie Barnett and Steve LeRae, who was my mentor, they were kind of like rivals. I got to the point where I was envied by a lot of comedians, the fact that I could do 4 or 5 street shows a day and 4 or 5 times a week and pull that money together and pay a good portion of my rent.
Damn.
I was envied because I could do that, right? Mm-hmm. I'd have an audience of about 30. Charlie would go down in Washington Square Park, no microphone, no amp, 500 people.
Damn.
3 times a day and absolutely kill it. You can like YouTube it. And I heard, I'm late. I haven't seen Unstoppable yet. But I heard that Dave talks about him at the end of Unstoppable. But that was his mentor.
I haven't seen it either yet.
I'm not done with it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Charlie was incredible. We lost him around 98. Drugs, he got AIDS from a needle. But Charlie was a beast. Could not read.
Oh, yes, I have seen that. He does talk about him.
Beast of an intellect.
Yeah.
Could talk to you about astrophysics and the components of a great bebop jazz album. Couldn't read. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
Damn, man.
He was genius. He was a comedic genius. And just would do shows, and you'd be like, whoa. I had a little cardboard, like I was about to break dance. I would sit down in Washington Square Park. Before I started doing street shows on a regular basis, I spent about 2 weeks just watching Charlie. I just go and watch. When's his next show? 2 hours, let me go grab something to eat. Watch. I just watch him.
Obviously, back then, there's no social media.
Right.
How do you know, when his next set or his next...
He would tell you. He's very accessible. He called me by my last name, Lawrence. Mm-hmm. But he was very accessible. He's a very friendly guy.
But the public though, how would they know when you just had to be there?
Word of mouth?
He had that kind of following. Right now in the UK, there's a comedian named Daniel Kitson who's doing that now. Daniel Kitson has a following with no social media, but he can right now announce, he'll put it on his website, that he's doing X amount of shows in the next 2 months, and his fans find him over the UK, and he sells out.
Yeah.
He's built such a ground game, as politicians would say. He's built such a ground game. He doesn't need social media. He's doing it old school. Isn't that crazy?
Man.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
is.
Man.
Well, I'm happy to have you on, and I'm honored to have you on.
Thanks for having me, man. Yeah, that's the short version. You know, through the years, I left the New York scene and kind of immersed in, and I kind of juggle art forms, but I immerse myself in stage, and then depending on when you catch me is which one I have in the air.
I got a long time buddy of mine. He's in town, and I'm happy to have him on the show for the first time as well.
Awesome. Thank you,
Mr.
man.
Isaac Perez.
What's up?
How are you, brother?
I'm good. Thank you for
How's
having
life treating
me.
you, man?
It's doing good, all right. I mean, it's been all right.
You ready for this Texas heat?
Not really, man. I got humidity where I come
Lubbock
from.
heat.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're in like the devil's asshole of Texas, bro.
That's-
You're in
yeah.
hill country, man.
I am.
Yeah.
And somebody was talking to me the other day. They were like, how do you get used to it, man? You get off and you're just sweating. Like,
Yeah.
man, it probably took me about a year before I finally got used to it. Before that, man, it was bad. Like, I would walk outside, I'd start sweating. And if we get into it, it's me and my girlfriend, my fiance now, we were living in an RV. And,
wow.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy how we ended up getting into Seguin, and then we ended up moving to New Braunfels. And then luckily now, by the grace of God, we have a house in Canyon Lake now with some land. And
Nice.
it's a blessing.
Living the
It's a blessing.
dream.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
I bet you're gonna become so successful one day that you're gonna probably look back and think about possibly going back to living in an RV because it's a simpler time and you're at that point of your life.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
How long did y'all do that?
We did it for about, I would say about 3 to 4 years, man.
That's dope.
And what's crazy about it is, so me and my girlfriend at the time, or she's my fiance, so my girlfriend at the time, man, we were here in Lubbock and it was COVID, man. I ended up moving back to my parents' house. It was a smart thing to do. And, man, Lubbock does, I mean, depending on how your emotions or feelings are, it can take a toll on you.
Oh yeah.
And we needed this. We needed like a way out. Not a way out, but a change of lifestyle, a change of us being just us, to see if we really liked each other.
Oh, that's when you'll know you're living in an RV.
Yeah,
You're gonna know if
yeah.
you like this person or
Oh
not.
yeah, man. And so what happened was, it was a Friday. I think we went to go wash the car or something. I love washing the car. That was my piece. Washing the car, like that was what I love to do. I'd stay like 2 hours just. I'd go to on the east side, the car wash there. I'd be there for like 2 hours. You just see so much.
Oh,
like
yeah.
there's people partying, or back then there was people partying.
Oh, they would barbecue at
they'd
the one by
barbecue.
my old house.
Heck yeah. And man, we were at the car wash, and someone called and said, "Hey, we have this job opportunity for her. It's a travel position. It's good pay. It's for the monoclonal antibodies." Well, we didn't know much about it. She loves doing IV therapy, or she had talked about doing IV therapy. That was her dream. She wanted to do IV therapy, start up our own business and that. And they called her and said, "Hey, basically all you need to do is show up, because we don't have nobody right now. Everybody's scared to work, and all the nurses, all the good nurses were getting travel
On the
jobs.
front lines.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
the front lines,
yeah.
getting murdered, man.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like $200 an hour type shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was insane. And at that time, they even you didn't even need to meet all the qualifications to work in the best hospitals. And it was just a way to jumpstart people's careers. And we got the phone call. It was funny. She put my phone number on it. I get this phone call, and I said, "Hey, Kayla, this is for you." They're like, "We need you by Monday."
Wow.
This is the pay. This is it's in Andrews, Texas, but we need you there by Monday. This is Friday. And
Damn.
at first, and they told her the pay, and we were like, "Wow, man, are you sure it's not a spam thing? They're gonna get us into something.
Sounds too good to be
yeah,
true.
it's way
Yeah.
too good to be
Harvest our organs
true.
and shit.
Yeah. Do you know what you're getting into? What do I have to give up to get in there? And yeah, so we were just like, and she was like, "What do you think, babe?" We hadn't even thought about leaving Lubbock, man. I mean, we had.
You got to make the decision by Monday.
Yeah, we have to make.
Yeah.
No, we had to actually make the decision
Before.
Saturday. Yeah, and she's like, "Let me call you back in like 5 hours, or let me call you back in a little bit." She looks at me. We're at the car wash. I'm looking at her. She's looking at me, and she said, "What do you think?" I said, "Let's do it." And then we're thinking like, "Well, we don't have a place to stay. What are we gonna do with that?" It's me thinking like
Being responsible?
Yeah, being responsible. 100 things that can go wrong. But then I'm also the type that, hey, let's take a risk. It's weird. I have that.
You're young.
Yeah, on
you're
certain
young.
days. But you don't see that at the time. I've always been like over worried, over stressed. And so she was like, yeah, all right, let's do it. They offered her great pay and all that. Like I said, the only caveat to this was you got to show up. And so my dad at the time, he had bought RV like 10 years ago. So it's not trust me. It's
4 walls.
It's
4 walls.
It's not a pit bull for
I didn't
anybody
say it
else.
was a great RV. I just said he got an RV.
Let me just tell you like this. I didn't even know this, but if you set up an RV, they ask you what year your RV is, because they don't want an old RV to stay there and then
And drop the taxes.
They ain't bringing the property value down.
exactly. And they just didn't want bad people in there,
Yeah.
And it's Andrews, Texas. I don't know if y'all know about it, but
That's an oil town. Ain't
it's
it?
it's an oil town with nothing in there.
Yeah.
So it's like Plainview with how would I say this? It smells worse.
Yeah.
Than you
Yeah.
could possibly imagine, because you get the oil coming at you,
You
at a
just
certain
lost
hour.
your job doing PR for Plainview.
I'm sorry, Plainview.
Shout out to Plainview.
Yeah, right. The panaderia there, tortillas are the best. there.
It's like Plainview, but it just doesn't smell as bad.
No, it smells worse than Plainview. That's what I'm saying.
Get your tickets to go to Plainview.
So I'll tell you, and then so this RV at my house had been sitting there for about 10 years, and my dad had always talked about, we're going to take a camping trip as a family, and it was just smoke. I mean, it's just there's no merit to that. So I didn't even know if the wheels worked or anything like that. I mean, it's been sitting there at our house for at least 6-7 years, getting beat up by the sun and everything. At the time, I have a Jeep, and it's your typical fuckboy Jeep, has lights underneath it and the works has I kept it with the top off probably almost a whole year until it got to like below 10 degrees here in Lubbock, felt like. And so I'm like, yeah, let's hook it up. My dad at the time, he was kind of sick, so he was just a little sleepy, and I said, Dad, can I borrow your RV? He was like, yeah. He didn't believe. He's all right. That's all I needed to hear. I didn't want to hear no consequences. I didn't want him to call my mom. I didn't want him to do any of that. So we take that night. I air up the tires because the tires are like literally glued to the
Been
ground.
sitting there.
God damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Tyler said, huh?
yeah.
Isaac said, "Baby, we gonna fucking make it."
We're gonna figure it out.
They said that pay what? We there.
It's all part of the story.
That's exactly what I said. And so it was Sunday night at about 3 in the morning, and I've never hooked up an RV before. I don't even know if the stove
You're
works.
over there YouTubing it, how to do it.
Shoot, I don't even have time to do that, honestly. Like, we're gathering stuff up and trying to see what we need, what we don't need. I didn't even know where Andrews was at the time. And so, yeah, I get the RV connected to my Jeep. I got 2 dogs, 2 Rottweilers. I load them up. And I said, all right, let's go.
Damn.
And the whole way, I'm not going to lie.
That's stepping out in faith, bro.
Yeah,
For real.
and I, like they had no registration. Half the lights worked. Just a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't. We should have drove
All in one weekend.
all in one weekend.
Damn.
And
He stepped out in faith when he got 2 Rottweilers.
yeah, for real though.
Hey, damn.
and so yeah, I did it before my dad could even really process the thing, and he didn't believe I was gonna do it. He didn't think I had the nuts to actually load up and do that. You know,
Yeah.
we're always asking for permission. We're always waiting, like, you know. But he did know, you know, I'm one of the sons that he knows. He's crazy. He's always up to something. And yeah, I take the RV, the 2 dogs, and the Jeep. Don't know what we even packed, honestly.
You're like the little kids. You have the stick and the little bandana.
Yeah.
You ever see like in the cartoon?
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they're
that
running
stick and
away,
bandana
running away.
That's what it seemed like. Man, I swear the bandanas probably had better quality than those tires. So man, the whole way my butthole was puckered up, man. Like, I'm like, baby, I said, we're going to make it. I took the longest route possible to get to Andrews. It took us like 5 hours to get there, and I would literally, if I thought there was cops behind us, I'd quickly go into a gas station. I'm like, oh, we got to get gas.
You
or
got no
something.
tags.
Yeah, I got no. The tags were like from 2010, 2014.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was new when they bought it, you know. So it was real shiny. If you watched it right, it was real shiny. And man,
It was crisp when they bought it.
yeah, it was like immaculate when they bought it. And so
It was a nice piece of shit.
yeah, it was very nice. I mean, we polished it up as much as we could and everything, but we
So
made
wait,
it. We made it.
How long had it been when you first got it and had the tags?
So we were supposed to put the tags on it because my dad always wanted it. But man, we got busy. He got, to be fair, I'm not gonna put him, you know, in a bad spot. We got really busy. He got really busy with work, COVID, all that stuff. We were making ends meet, you know, as a own business, having your own business around that time. It was tough. And yeah, so it'd been sitting there for a while with no tags. And it was one of those things where we did a job and we got paid with that, you know.
Yeah.
And so we got
So
paid.
like what, months or
Like,
Oh, years, right?
Years.
years?
Yeah.
Years
Yeah.
it's that?
years.
Are you a Floridian?
Not at all.
No, I'm from Florida. That's
Oh
some
no,
Florida
no,
shit.
no, yeah. So, and I'm gonna tell this embarrassing story. God bless her. We're driving, and the one thing that I told her, I said, the one thing we can't do is be late. I said, let's not start off like that. We're gonna make it on time. And it took us like 5 hours, and her job allegedly started at 8 o'clock. And she's like, babe, I gotta go to the restroom. You can't hold it? She said, no, I can't hold it no more. I swerved to the right. I said, well, she didn't have her scrubs on or anything like that. So I said, hey, go to the back, put your scrubs on. I'll figure it out. Just go to the restroom, and I'm gonna drive. We got there 2 minutes before she had to show up, and she was back there. She used the restroom, got dressed and everything.
Cutting clothes?
As I was driving. And later she told me, she was like, man, there was shit coming everywhere. Like, there was stuff sliding everywhere. I mean, especially if anybody knows those roads going out there. I mean, they're not the best roads to even travel. And the best of, yeah.
That's your average public bathroom.
Right? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, again, by the grace of God, we got there 2 minutes before she had to go to work. And even the whole conversation there was like, is this real?
Y'all didn't have time to panic.
We didn't.
Yeah.
Right. Not
It'll
for
set
that.
in later on. It'll set in.
We
what
had
y'all did.
we were
the best way
panicking about
sometimes.
the thing that was in front of us.
Yeah.
And see, the reason I got the courage is my mom and dad had a similar story when they grew up, coming into this country and everything. And I always, that's really what got me the courage. I said, all right, if they did it, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that's dope,
But
man.
Isaac,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
Very
you
dope.
something, bro. Maybe Ranney, you can, because I know you said at 12 years old you started.
Yeah.
But you are from Tampa, but you consider yourself a New York comic, right? But what I'm about to say is, you're never fucking ready. If you don't fucking do it, then
You just got to jump in the deep end.
Yeah.
Gotta jump in.
Oh,
Gotta
absolutely.
you're never gonna be ready.
jump in.
But and see, the difference is we're putting the hope in each other. That's what's crazy. Is I'm used to, like, you're right. Like, you know, if it was just me, I probably would have not cared as much. You know, it's like, oh, I can take it if there's something that happens. But I just was praying the whole way. I was praying that I was like, God, just help us get there. Just help us get there. And yeah, we showed up and we got there, and it ended up turning out to be a real job.
Dang. She like it?
And we loved it. Yeah,
Really?
She loved it. We loved it. And the unfortunate thing of it is I got really sick, probably a month or two while we were down there, and I sick to the point where I was in the hospital for a month and a half.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it got really serious, and so I didn't even believe it. The pay, everything. When we got down there, my dad calls me. He's like, "Where you at?" Like, he didn't believe me. And Monday, and it took him a while to actually talk to me, and he called me probably around 11:30. He said, "Surely he's just around the corner somewhere, stop and just trying to prank me or something." He said, "Come have lunch with us." I said, "Dad, I'm not."
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, I said, I'm not there." He said, "Where are you at?" I said, "I told you I needed the RV. I'm in Andrews, Texas." And he's like worried but laughs at the same time. And you know, my dad's not like the sentimental type to say, "Hey, do you need anything?" like that. No, he was just laughing. I was like, "Okay." And he tells my mom. My mom shortly gets on the phone with me. "What?
Mijo?
Yeah." She was like,
What are you doing?
Where are you at? I don't know. Okay, what happened?
Not my baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
And yeah, we made it, and it turned out to be a real job and a really good paying job, and that job led us to where we're at now in Canyon Lake, Texas.
That's
And,
dope.
and you got your own business now, right? Or-
Yeah, we kind of had some hiccups with that, even more so just recently, probably within the last 3 months, with the IV therapy business. It even got to the point where the pharmaceutical companies didn't want to. They were trying to make it into law where we couldn't administer more than even 2 vitamins to a patient. Then there was the stipulation that the pharmaceutical company wanted to be like, okay, you're gonna have to buy the vitamins in the bag pre-mixed from us.
Oh,
No, they gotta get their beak wet.
Oh, man.
They gotta get their beak wet, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And
Trying to get that cut.
it just wasn't beneficial.
The medical mafia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't beneficial. So we are still focused on that. Really trying to not necessarily just do IVs, do a little bit of everything, a spa type IV business.
There you
go. One of the things I'm very passionate about is women that are going through pregnancies. You know, kind of that's one of my dreams of many. To establish like a spa for women where they can be comfortable, especially women that are long term that have to be in the hospital a month.
Hey, cut
or
this
2
part
months.
out so nobody takes his idea.
no.
Edit this part out, bro.
Oh no, it's good. It's good. I mean, if more the better, man.
Ranney's pregnancy
Yeah.
spa. I thought he was doing comedy.
Hey, thanks,
Starting on the East Coast.
thanks, young blood.
Good looking out. Good looking out on that one.
Yeah, so that's
That's
as
dope.
far as our
And they're
business
giving
goes.
IVs on the side.
Yes, sir. Right now, on the cool, it's our real loyal customers that trust us.
Yeah.
That we have, and not gonna lie, we were working for a company, and man, it was just they were taking money from us. Like it was just we worked harder, and basically it got to the point they wanted her to be out of town 5 days out of the week, 2 hours one way, then 2 hours the other way. So I mean, it just got really tough, and then. One of her managers, I think, she was just like, "Oh, they're not gonna cover 3 nights of y'all's hotel stay of the 5." And I'm like, "So y'all are only gonna cover 2?" And for a little bit, I was paying money out of my own pocket.
You're breaking even by the
Yeah,
time you're all done.
exactly.
Yeah. Damn.
And I say that we were breaking even all the caffeine, Red Bulls, and a little bit everything else.
All the goods.
all the goods,
All the good stuff.
all the goodies underneath. You know, to try to keep us
Medicine.
up.
All the medicines.
Yeah, all the
Little eco shamanism.
All the tortillas.
Damn.
So yeah, it got to the point, man, and it didn't even hurt them. And come to find out, it didn't even hurt the manager. It wasn't taking money out of her pocket. The company was nationwide, but automatically she was like, "Oh no, we're not. They're not going to be able to do that."
But Isaac, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know why I remember you to have a doctor's degree.
No. I was going for that originally.
Okay.
Originally, I was going for that. Same thing as my dad's business. At pivotal moments, I still was going for that. I got a degree in biochemistry and a degree in psychology. I got like 6 minors and like retarded.
Oh,
so-
you smart.
No.
Oh, you smart.
No, I just don't give up.
There you go.
Yeah, so I just don't give
So
up.
then you had to, of course, help your pops with the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Typical
it-
Mexican shit.
Yeah. So in the middle of it, I was in Cal 2. I think I was in a Cal 2 class, and I was ready to start it off, and my dad, his heart was messing up, and he needed an ablation and everything like that, get cardioverted and everything. And I didn't even know nothing about that, but I remember the day before, my mom was like, "Oh, your dad needs this surgery, and we need to go to Austin." And it was my first test. It was the first test that I was going to take in Cal 2, and the week prior, he had been in the hospital here in Lubbock for about a week. They didn't even want to let him out. And so he was like, "Hey, take care of our business, for our workers, drive the truck where they need the machines where they need to, bring them back home. Tech doesn't want our machines out there overnight. They don't even trust us at this point. Tech doesn't really know who we are. They don't trust us. So they're literally telling us we need to do everything with a shovel, with a pick. They're giving us the worst jobs, worst, man. And so my dad, he's like, "Hey, just at least take care of our workers." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll do that, Dad. I'll do that." And so yeah, I'm over here, mind you, not really driving trucks with that much weight behind it, but I'm like, "All right, I got this." And so yeah, same thing again. I learned how to do it on the spot. I was just driving. Probably hit more curves than when I first learned to drive, but hey, I got it where it needed to.
Passed that Cal 2 test though.
No, I did it.
You did?
I didn't pass it.
Damn.
Honestly, I knew I wasn't. I had to. I just didn't show up. I knew I wasn't ready for it, and after that, my dad, it took a little bit for him to get better, and so I didn't finish Cal 2. I finished off at Cal 2. I was going to end up trying to do biomedical engineering, and they had made a special. I guess, how would you say it? They made it a special situation for me because I already have 2 degrees at Tech. Apparently, it's really hard to get another degree, even if you're close to it. It's like an arm. They're like, "You already graduated, so what are you doing here?" And so I was a little short of doing the biomedical engineering route, but they made the exception. I was taking Cal 2 at the time, and then I was taking a master's class, biochemistry master's class. So it was a little bit of everything, and so yeah, it was tough, and it was just too much on my plate, man.
I bet.
It was
Yeah,
just
it's a
too
lot
much.
to handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
get it.
to answer your question, initially I wanted to do that, but hiccups in the road.
Hey man,
Came up.
it's all God's plan, bro.
Yeah, they say if you ever want to make God laugh, tell him what your plans are.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
believe. Oh yeah.
That's,
I believe that.
I've heard
man.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
My first tour, I was opening for Steve Leray, who I told you was my mentor, and we did first night at the Comedy Connection in Greenbelt, Maryland. And man, I worked hard, man. I was like, "I'm going on tour." I was just 21 years old, man. I was a baby, but I come off stage and Steve says, "It's when you could smoke in clubs." He had a cigarette. He just stared at me, and I just stopped. And he's like, "You was a funny motherfucker." And he said, "I'm gonna do you a favor. Starting the next night, we're gonna alternate. I'm gonna open for you, and then every other time you open for me." I was like, "Steve, it took all I could to get these 20 minutes. Now you want me to do 45? He was like, you need to get it ready because you're headlining tomorrow." And man, honestly, when I look back the next night, what I did, hey, I did a headline set. I stretched it. But if he hadn't done that, I probably wouldn't have been 2 years ahead of schedule.
Yeah, and that's why I say you're
Yeah.
If you don't jump in,
Yeah.
and you know what?
I went home and wrote all kind of crazy shit, man. It's the first time I used to do this bit called the Black Jetsons, where the Jetsons were black. And the theme song, Meet Buster Jetson. His boy
Stereotypical
Courtney,
shit.
yeah. Chatty Mae, his wife. Crackpot the mutt. And I was just trying to stretch, man, and just do material. But it got me in the mindset. You know what I mean? It's like you're never going to run a marathon until you get a marathon mindset. So I definitely can identify with that.
Absolutely, man.
So, Ranney, what I think is mind-blowing, for real, small world. You fucking met Rafa working at Disney World, and then y'all both end up in Lubbock.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I was doing, they had this thing called the American Idol experience that was like the in-park version of the show.
And y'all both have careers in Disney World.
Yeah. And
then
I mean, it was
both
full
end up
blown.
in Lubbock as comedians.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. And they were
They're
full.
both on the JP Lopez show.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Now,
What is going
now
on?
we made it. Now we made it. You need a theme, by the way, man. You don't have a theme.
Well, I've got an outro song.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
I can hook you up.
sorry,
you know.
man. I didn't mean to
It's
cut you
the
off.
JP
Oh, there it
Lopez Show.
Doodle.
Yeah, there you go. We
Yeah,
can go
I
that
got you, I
route.
got you.
Amigos,
I got you.
it's JP Lopez. we go whichever way you
Yeah,
want with
fuck
it.
yeah. We got variety in this bitch. I didn't mean to cut you off, so sorry. You were a judge at American
Oh
Idol.
no, yeah, I was a judge. They did. It was full blown, man. If you ever go online,
And not
look
to
at
be
the
confused with
pictures.
Randy Jackson.
No.
I bet you got that all the fucking time, did
Yeah,
you not?
I did.
I bet you did.
I would come out and then the audience would go, "Oh,"
That's a no for me, dog.
and then I'd turn out to be one of the more difficult judges. So that really threw them through the loop, you know. Because I could be tough, man. I could be really tough on it, and certain things will leave my mouth. I stayed in conference, you know, where you got like you can't say that. Next day, you can't say that, you know, because you're at Disney.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Yeah, so certain things were nothing,
Very PG.
nothing profane, but just a little harsh on the judgment
Yeah.
side. Certain things will leave my mouth, and I go, let me meet this kid and their parent, and the wings, and offer them a free steak. And
Is it harder to do clean comedy?
I don't think so.
No.
You know, but I came up in an era where you had to do both. So my brain is wired to do both. I can
go either way.
I could do a set and then someone say, do a clean version of that set. I can make the adjustments. You know, because I had to do it in my early years. But you know, I just think it's an oxymoron. Comedy's not clean. Comedy by itself as an art form is dirty. It's the thing that
It's one of
shakes
the
up
last
the room.
ones where you can speak freely.
Yeah, it shakes up the room. Everybody, all of us have had the uncle come to the wedding or whatever, and it's like you already giggling because he gonna say
Here he
it.
come.
He gonna say it.
This
you know.
motherfucker gonna bring up Trump. And he's for him.
He's gonna go in. He's gonna go in.
He's gonna go in on grandma. Check this
Yeah,
out. Check
he's
this
gonna
out.
go in on cousin Ella's fourth husband.
Start recording.
Hey, pull out your phone. Pull out your phone.
Hurry.
Yeah, right. Soon as he say, listen, you're like, oh shit.
Ranney, can you tell me, or can you give me, paint the picture is what I'm asking, what New York comedy was back in the day?
Back in the day,
Because I asked that because back in the day, I think it was probably the pinnacle, wasn't it?
man, it was tough, but exhilarating. I feel like, especially being a jazz fan, I feel like the New York comedy scene that I came up in the early 90s was parallel to the New York jazz scene of the 60s. That you had to know how to play. I mean, you just had, since then, a lot of bureaucracy and, star quality and all of that. It's still one of the best scenes on the globe. But social media, Hollywood status, all of that plays in much bigger now. Because you didn't have social media then. But like star status, that plays in much. Back in the day, like in the early 90s, you could be a bigger star and still have to open for me because I was a stronger comedian. See, that doesn't happen anymore. Now, because you're the bigger star, you automatically are the headline.
Yeah.
And the scene was just, man, it was just beast. You look at the guys who, here's one thing I want to make clear to everybody. You got guys like me who are still doing it, still professionals. We are part of maybe less than 15% of the guys I started out with. Then you get the guys who blew up, they're less than 2%. You say Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, all those guys, David Spade, Bill Bellamy, all those guys. But of that scene when we were coming up, man, it just seemed like everybody had to be at a certain level on showcase nights. And what's so odd now is I feel sorry for some of the young comedians. They have to be so funny at the open mics. We were allowed to just be garbage.
Be shitheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you need that. You need to find out who you are. You need to be able to go and just play and
Work
just,
some stuff out.
yeah, yeah. Now everybody shows up at open mic night like, he ain't funny. It's open mic night.
Yeah.
Get a dude some room, Get a young comic some room. So I think that part of it, and like I said, street comedy, and something that happened a lot more back then doesn't happen as much now unless it's a bigger name. But music acts used to take on emerging comics a lot more, where you could open for a band. You know, you can open for, say, I don't know, way back in the day, like Bon Jovi,
Yeah.
or Prince, or they would take on a comic. Sinbad did a whole tour opening for Luther Vandross.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it was just like that was a normal thing, and you imagine that, like, imagine, say, right now, a huge audience base coming to see Beyonce, and you come out as a comic. There's a pressure in that, but there's also a reward, And so I wish that was still happening as much as it used to. Now, when that happens, they both are pretty big names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they won't fuck with you unless you're a big name.
Right. So it's going to be Beyonce and Eddie Griffin. You're like, well, they're already big names. So that changed. But yeah, the New York scene coming up, man, it was just, you popped in and popped out of opportunities. Places that are now legendary, like Uptown Comedy Club, at the time was just places you worked out. Yeah. And you better bring your A game because everybody up in there. Then there's places no one knows about. They had a place called the Theater of the Absurd, right around the corner from the Apollo. They actually handed out fruit to the audience as they came in.
To throw it at the stage?
Wow.
Waka Waka Walkers. Throwing tomatoes, remember that? Was it Muppet Babies? Waka Waka Waka?
You had to be funny, or you were going to walk out looking like a salad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ramos, in your life, has anything come easy?
Me.
Huh?
Me?
Yeah, just besides you.
Two pump chump, bro.
Besides myself.
Not anything worth appreciating comes easy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No,
like,
yeah.
Not really, man. Like nothing that I could think of off the top of my head. Anything worth appreciating, you have to work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to the point you don't want it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I will say this, like I've always been able to make friends pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of corny, but it's true. Like I've never known a stranger. You know, like everybody that I talk to, like I always want to get to know them. Like almost at an inconvenience for my wife. She hates it because, like, man, you can't go anywhere without talking to somebody. Like she's like, everybody. Like I don't know a lot of these people. I'm just like I'll
Friendly.
chop it up with the person taking my order at the drive-thru. And I mean, that's just one thing that's kind of come easy to me. Is like just
Thanks for doing that, bro. I was almost on my lunch.
I'm
break.
telling you, man, we're gonna get through this together, man. We're gonna get through this.
But I don't know, man. I would also say
What about you, Isaac?
you've also always had a good, like, dress. You dress nice. You respect people.
I try to.
No, I mean, I know growing up, like, at least the early part of my life, I wanted to dress up nice and stuff, and you'd be the guy that, like, I'm not
Like the
gonna lie.
drip?
Yeah, I mean, there was this one kid in junior, I hated him because his mom and dad gave him everything, all that brand new Echo at the time.
Echo was popping back then.
Man, he had the Echo, he had any jeans he wanted,
His name was Gabriel Sanchez.
No,
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I have no idea who he's.
And so, I mean, all I'm just gonna say is, you got to give yourself
Starting
more
a beef.
credit. You're too
thanks,
hard
man.
on yourself, man.
Thank you.
And that's coming from me. I know I'm hard on myself too, but you're just way too hard.
But what about you, Isaac? Anything come easy?
You know what? Same thing. I made a lot of friends. Pretty easy, especially girls. Girls were. I could say I could. Any girl, like I was very kind to, just because my sister would always say, be nice to them because one day they might look really pretty and they're gonna remember your ass when you make fun of them. So I was like, all right, and but no, man. I guess I at times when I needed the luck would show up. I was in a room full of people I didn't think I belonged in, and I was like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
So there's I'm learning now to appreciate those things where before I probably would have responded the same way, like, no, nothing came easy. But no, there's a lot of people, like, kind of like they say, man, your life is somebody else's dream. They wish they could be that way, man.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I mean, I definitely agree, and I definitely appreciate that. But Ranney, I told you, we were chopping it up before we started. Like, I came from a hard ass dad.
Yeah.
And I always say this like the 100th time, but my relationship with my dad was like a supervisor-employee type relationship.
Yeah.
He was never loving. He was always like disciplinary towards me. And I'm telling you all this because nothing in my life came easy.
Yeah.
At an early age, I was given $5 allowance a week, right? But if there was one little,
I'm sorry, you said your dad was mean?
He's balling out. $5.
and like if I didn't do like one out of a million things that I had to do,
Take it
I didn't
away.
get that $5, right?
Yeah.
And I earned that $5.
Yeah.
And then he'd be pissed off at me because I spent it. And he's like, I didn't understand that until now when I have my son now. I didn't understand that until then. But he showed me the value of $1, but he also showed me how to save money. Like, you don't have to fucking spend it because you got it.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you all this because, okay, like you just said, you told me your dad was mean. Back then, $5 was a lot. You save 4 weeks worth of allowance. That was $20. $20 got you decent shit at the mall, pair of Nike socks, and a few items at the mall type of shit. Nothing came easy, man. Growing up, all my friends got jobs. They would get me jobs. I was always the one that got paid the least out of everyone. I was the one that stayed longer than everyone. Same shit with school. Took me the longest to finish school because I had to pay for school. Student loans didn't give me shit. Like shit.
Right,
They said
right.
my parents made too much, and I'm like, how? They're broke. How the fuck did they make
Don't you
too
love
much?
when they tell you that?
Yeah. So, and then my dad's on my ass like, you gonna be a professional student? I'm like, you gonna pay for my tuition, man? Like, I can only afford one class this semester.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I tell you that because last one to graduate, last one to fucking do everything. Nothing came easy, man. But you know what? When you said what you said about, like, you know, the Chisholm effect on your mind, it really hit home because, god damn it, man, I'm hard on myself.
Yeah.
Because nothing came easy, you know. I'm going somewhere with this because I'd like to, you know, have you explain that thought process. But when you said that, I was just like, fuck, like I'm still doing this.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still putting in the work.
Yep.
And it's been hard as fuck, and nothing's came easy for me. But damn it, I'm still putting in the work, and I'm still showing up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still clocking in every day.
Yeah.
And when I lived in Boston for like 7 months in 2007 doing the internship. Holy shit, I hated it because I did not like the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you that showed me how to hustle later on in life because now my life is chaos and I fucking thrive in it.
Right.
Like, I could not believe how I have to get up at 4 a.m. to catch a subway at 5 just to get to work at 8.
Yeah.
Come back, have to do a real job to pay me to pay for shit, and then go to bed early enough to get enough sleep to wake up again to make that subway, to make it all over again.
Yeah.
And repeat the cycle.
Yeah. You understand the hustle.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I shouldn't say me, but my dad was serious. He was serious as a heart attack. And it's funny that I'm the youngest of 9 kids. There's 5 of us boys. And it's funny to everybody that all of my dad's sons are hilarious.
Yeah.
Because my dad was so serious. But he was funny to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was dropped down. I mean, when I say serious, he was serious. But on my mom's side, there was more of like, one thing, the storytelling. But the other thing was the creative energy. And my mom's side did this thing where they would work extremely hard. My mom was, you know, she raised us in her business, a beauty salon, and was one of the tops in Central Florida. But anything she touched creatively, she worked so, this is something I have pulled from that side, is she worked really hard to make it look easy. Like, you know, and it took my wife to point out that that's my favorite musicians.
Yeah.
Like all my favorite musicians, it looked like, you know, Luther Vandross or Thelonious Monk. It looked like they're not doing anything because they worked so hard to get it to that level. Well, one of the things I got from my dad being so serious is, behind the scenes, I get very, like, protective of my journey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm like you, man. When I was little, I didn't understand. I didn't have the framework, and I'm fortunate to keep breathing oxygen as long as I have. to come to terms to understand my father. You know, when you're young, yeah, you do see it in terms of mean, like, you know, damn, why you gotta be so, you know. My dad would come in and be death on everybody about everything. You know, who ate all the cake? I'm tired of coming home ain't no cake.
It's there to eat, motherfucker.
Yeah. You're like, Dad, it's just cake, just chill. There's a Twinkie in the refrigerator. Who drank all the Kool-Aid?
You know, Ranney,
one thing to the next.
I think that you and Isaac have a lot in common. And when I say that is because I was really tight with his older brother. And his older brother was in the fucking hustle and bustle with mom and dad, you know, starting the business, getting from the ground up, and, you know, going over there, basically living at their house, seeing this spoiled fucker, like basically
The baby.
enjoy the fruits of mom and dad's new business. And I heard you say that, you know, like you were the youngest of the and
my the first half, we said we have halves. The first half of my siblings, they talk about poverty. I didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll be around for Thanksgiving and like, remember it's time? I'm like, no, I don't. I had Atari, motherfucker.
We had a butler when I was.
yeah.
He said, I have Atari.
I always had cable. Sorry. You know. Yeah. But because by the time I came along, my mom, you know, she had franchised.
Yeah.
She was, you know, we lived out in the suburbs, and you know, she was hard on us about, you know, we were taught to go after what we wanted to, but you better go. You better go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, what do you want to do? I don't care if whatever you said it was. You know, some households you couldn't do it, but then they'd be half-assed on their kids of what they did do. My mom would be like, you know, what do you want? So I'm gonna act, and you know, in the environment I grew up in, a lot of people when they heard, you know, you're gonna be actor, comedian, like, you crazy? My mom would be like, okay, so how you gonna get there?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me. You know, when I said I was
Give me your business plan.
Yeah, when I said I was moving to New York, my mom's response, I was waiting. What was taking you so long?
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was her
That's cool.
response. What was taking you so long?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't seen you in these shows. It's just like, I was wondering what took you so long.
Yeah, like I'm waiting for, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock for my boy to come home with his dad because they work like way up in Amarillo. And then he would get home and shower, and then it's party time. Let's go party.
Yeah, I wouldn't see him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see him. I'd see him for about an hour as he was getting ready.
You watch him get ready?
Yeah, I'd watch him get ready.
Like,
he was
this
my
dude-
idol.
This
like,
dude
yeah.
come
You
home.
home? Yeah, let's go.
This dude come home like a dog.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like
Just
shaking his body, just filth just would fall
Does
off.
concrete. Not even just regular dirt. It'd be concrete rock.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then this, like I'm telling you the story because like he'd get home and like shake this fucking filth off of him, shower up, and as we're getting ready to leave, and then we see the little brother pull up in a convertible fucking, and we're like, this motherfucker.
The convertible Benz, right? Yeah, that convertible Benz.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. So,
No big deal. He's like, oh, that old thing?
nah.
That old thing? No big deal.
Luckily, he was a loving brother. Like he never fucking roughed him up or gave him shit, or that I remember.
Oh, there was one time.
But like
I'll
I'm
never-
saying,
yeah.
like every fucking day.
Oh, no,
like,
no.
You know.
There's
Yeah. So that's why when you said what you said, I had to pair y'all up on this episode, man, because I think y'all got more in common than y'all know.
We do. I mean, one of the things, it's funny because one of the reasons I looked up to you, JP, is there was one time my brother brought his girlfriend to the house, and he never did that before. And my brother had a couple of friends over. JP was one of them, and man, I don't know. I was on it that day. I was just making jokes left and right, like just tearing her down bad. Just in front of
Who,
everybody.
your brother's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
His wife now.
Uh-huh.
So she comes over and like it was. I would say it was in that conversation and my brother, the way that he would, I don't know, he would always call me dumbass, but in a loving big brother type of way, like dumbass.
Term of endearment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you dumbass this and that. But it was one time that I think JP saw that it kind of hurt my feelings. And he stepped up and he told him, he said, hey, man, like, I think it kind of hurt his feelings or something like that. And later on that night, or maybe the next day, he said, "Man, I just wanted to say I didn't realize, just calling you that, would, how it made you feel. I called you that because I want you to be tough and stuff, and you're out here giving out jokes and like you can take them and everything. You're laughing all the time and everything, but when JP noticed that, he was like, hey man, like, might want to just tell him something, like, hey, tell him like it's okay, like it's the big brother, and sure enough, that was one of those moments where he came and talked to me. He said, man, I'm sorry, because even before that, there had been a time I literally started crying. And we're having a conversation. Me and my brother, we're having a conversation. I'm crying, and he's like, "Why are you crying?" I said, "Cause you called me this." I said, "I don't want to be that." He said, I don't want to. I want to be tough, like And I'm crying. He said, "Dude, he's
I'll try to make it tougher, bro."
He's over here
Do
like
the opposite.
Yes. And I'm so
Your
sentimental.
brother had a heart,
That's me.
man.
Yeah.
My oldest brother, I couldn't have told him that.
Oh no,
No way.
you soft ass boy.
Yeah, Ranney dumbass got a problem with me calling him a dumbass. So come get this dumbass. Sorry, dumbass.
That's gonna be your name
exactly
from now on. Uh-huh.
What was
Beat me up with the word dumbass.
what was wealthy,
Yep, same here.
Rich Thanksgiving like? When like you said, I'm sure they shared stories about their Thanksgiving.
Man, like again, I may get weepy. Like as a teenager, I grew up coming down the hallway Christmas morning was like something on a Dr. Seuss. Like gifts were everywhere and decorations and all kind of desserts. And I grew up with that to the point that when I would go visit friends and they didn't have that, I was like what's...
Oh, y'all poor.
Oh, y'all struggling.
I don't think my brain even processed poor as much as like, what the hell?
Where's everything at?
Yeah, what y'all doing?
Santa Claus missed your address or what?
Oh, so y'all don't like Jesus.
Oh shit!
It all makes sense now.
Satan,
No wonder y'all ain't blessed.
Satanic motherfucker.
Y'all ain't celebrating the Savior's birthday.
And same thing with Thanksgiving. I mean, it was just like, I'll tell you a really funny story real quick. When we got engaged, so it's me and my wife. I'm in an interracial marriage. My wife's white, and which was cool till she brought the whip to bed.
Damn.
We don't do that, honey.
Ranney, what's your name? Ranney.
Oh, hell no. Oh, shit.
But I grew up, in Florida, huge Miami Dolphin fans.
Oh
So-
shit, bro.
We decide
And not the Bucks.
no Dolphins, man,
Nice.
because my family predates the Bucks.
But
you know what I mean?
But I get it. Like I get it. Yeah.
So this is Thanksgiving that we're engaged. We're gonna get married that December. So we decided to do split houses, and she has her grandparents, her father, and her two brothers. And we said we're gonna do the first half. Miami's playing the Dallas Cowboys, and on that game, Don Shula will break the record for all wins, for the most wins in NFL history. So we go and we have Thanksgiving at her grandparents' house for the first half. Games in the other room. Could you pass the potatoes, please? It's very nice. So we decided at halftime
about to act a fool.
we're going over to my folks' house. And they're having Thanksgiving that year at my mom's. And my mom wasn't just our mom. We're a big family. She was the mom of the neighborhood.
Oh shit. Okay.
So we're heading over there and we're driving down the street. My wife's like, man, I wonder if they had an accident or something. I said, what? She said, all these cars. I said, no, that's probably
That's my mom's house.
at my mom's house. She's like, she's laughing me off. Ha ha ha.
And nobody better be in the fucking driveway.
They're all going to the same house.
We park, we walk, we get to the front door. I said, listen, when we go in here, I may not see you again for the rest of the night. She just laughed me off. The door opens. My sisters and my cousins, girl! They grabbed her, whoosh, People are screaming. There's like 6 television sets all over the house. People running in and out, kids. It was just mayhem, man. By the end of the night, she was just like shaking and frazzled.
Like,
I
baby, ready for this?
Yeah. And the Dolphins, of course, won that game, and Don Shula became the all-time winning coach. You know,
Dude, so what
that was 1993.
You just brought something to me to make me ask this. What was New York like for you as a sports fan?
It was crazy. I have a sister who's a successful.
Because they're all homers, but they're also divided.
I have a sister who's a successful, reputable sports reporter. She wrote the biography of Serena Williams.
No shit.
Yeah.
Shout her out. What's her name?
By the way, Merlisa Lawrence Corbett. I'm sorry. Yeah, Merlisa. I'm giving you a shout out. Merlisa Lawrence Corbett. And my favorite story about my whole journey has nothing to do with the arts. You know who I babysat in 1991? The Williams sisters. I kid you not.
Really?
Kid you not. They were taking tennis lessons with my nephew.
Did you meet Dad?
Yeah.
Was he
that's
a
how I
hard
met
ass?
him. No, he was cool.
He was cool?
He was doing this thing called Men Against Drunk Drivers, MAD. He was campaigning doing that. That's why I had to. My sister was a DARE officer. Remember DARE?
Yeah.
Get off the drugs.
Get off the drugs.
My oldest sister was a DARE officer, and they were collaborating on this campaign. And she asked me at the last minute, "Can you babysit Richard's kids?" I was like, "Sure." They were sweethearts too. At the time, people got to remember, all the talk was just Venus.
Yeah.
They didn't know anything about Serena, but they're sweetheart kids. What were you asking me? Sorry, I got off on that. Oh yeah, with my connections between my sister and sports reporters met, I used to get in a lot of free games in New York.
Oh, that's cool.
So I saw that game. There's a game that Michael Jordan, the first quarter, I was like, New York's got his number. The Knicks.
John Stark.
They had his
John
number.
Stark.
And then something, I don't know if he went out and ate his spinach, but it's like by the second quarter, he just
He
went.
just Popeyed the fuck up.
He just went to the point you were just like. he was baptizing dudes. He just went nuts. I was at that game, you know, and I got to see a couple of like really cool games. The Giants, you know, of that time.
You said Staten Island, right?
I lived in Staten Island. Yeah.
Did you grow up Wu-Tang or nah?
Nah. I was before that time.
But you didn't fuck with them?
Oh yeah, no, I love Wu-Tang.
Okay.
But I'm just saying at the time I came up was a little bit before that time. Wu-Tang like started hitting around the late 90s, right?
Yeah.
93.
Yeah. No, I love Wu-Tang.
Me and Ramos totally in New York hip hop as kids. Fucking love New York hip hop as kids.
I've yet to have my first comedy special. I got a team working on it, by the way. But through the years, the idea for the title has changed. And at one point, it was going to be "I Come to Bring the Pain."
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
That's awesome.
But I think
Didn't
it
Chris
should be-
Rock have
Chris
one?
Rock.
Chris
did.
Rock had Bring the Pain. Yeah.
He did that.
I think it should be Cream.
Cream.
But
I got a couple
make
of
it
them.
make it not cash rules.
Comedy rules everything around
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
I have a couple
Cream.
ideas floating out there. One I definitely don't want to tell because I think that's what it's going to be, but we'll see.
So, okay.
And I was inspired a couple of years ago. I never thought it was too late anyway, but to see Arsenio do his first in his early 60s, I was like, wow, okay, so we could still do this.
Damn,
thing.
did he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So what I want to get into as well is, so you've done the Broadway, like whatever Broadway is in London, right?
Yeah. It's called the West End.
Okay, but I've heard that back in the day, like they were racist as fuck. Is that true or no?
I mean, it had aspects of it. When we went, we were such the shiny object. We were a hip hop version of Shakespeare's comedy eras called Bombady of Errors. It was an entire rap show. We like to say we were Hamilton before Hamilton. And we were probably going to head to Broadway, but our UK general manager did some things, and by the way, he just resurfaced in the story where I think he did some of those same things. So he may be having his Madoff moment.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but
Shout out Bernie.
yeah, yeah. But hey, I have no regrets, man. We killed it at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. We became the first stage show to be both the critical top and the top box office at the same time. And that guaranteed that we would be on the West End. Me and those cast members, just 5 of us, dude.
Wow.
It's a DJ and 4 actors playing all these characters. And so we became like brothers. I talk to those guys daily. Christopher Edwards, who was in the show but has gone on to become the successful stage director in the East Coast, and he's the artistic director, the kind of CEO of Actors Shakespeare Project. We collaborate all the time. I just did a soldier's play at Cincinnati Shakespeare with him directing.
Ranney, it's an honor to have you on, man.
Absolutely.
You've put your
Yeah.
fucking foot in this industry, man.
Mhm.
You have.
I'm out there, man. I'm out there. I got a crazy year coming up, man. I'll be in my 6th season with Shakespeare and Company, which I'm laughing because it's my 6th season, but it's the first year I'll actually be doing Shakespeare. The previous years I was always doing a different play, because they do Shakespeare and classics.
Yeah.
I was always doing something else, but this year I'll be playing King Claudius and Hamlet, so just one of the all-time gangster villains. And then I'll be playing Sir Toby Belch in 12th Night. So if you're anywhere near the Berkshires in Massachusetts, they have Shakespeare Company is almost like a university. They have 4 or 5 shows going on at once. It's crazy atmosphere, festival atmosphere. You come see these shows, and a lot of these actors are just off Broadway and global, and they come together. And some of the best work you'll ever see. They kill it. You gotta have your A game.
Can you be nominated for awards?
Yeah, you get I was just nominated. The August Wilson play Fences.
You are so humble, man. I promise you.
Yeah, he is.
As
He
soon
wasn't
as you
even gonna
said,
say nothing.
I got JP Lopez on the show, motherfucker. I've been nominated.
He wasn't even gonna say nothing. He brought it up.
Yeah, I was nominated 2 years in a row. I won. I was nominated by the Berkshires Theater Critics for Troy Maxon and Fences, that production. And then the next year they had an original piece called The Islanders. Just me and this woman played these people who kind of isolated themselves, end up living on the beach next to each other, and then fall in love. And it's a romantic comedy kind of thing. And then Wham! Midday Magazine named my performance in Fences as the performance of the year in the Berkshires. Yeah. And I've on award thing, I've won, number of Tampa Theater awards. Was nominated for Best Slam Poet of 2003 by the Farrago London Poetry Group.
You did slam poetry?
Yeah, I still write. I don't perform as much as I
Damn.
used to. Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it still is. Yeah. I spit every once in a while.
Yeah.
Dang.
Look at this fool in the paint taking more than 3 seconds. No, he ain't. Fuck that call. Timeout, bit. The ref ain't calling this spit, man. I quit. Big Dog has a shoe deal, so the ref, he won't squill. I'm for real. I don't have to slam dunk. Sell inflated sports junk. Are you drunk on that crazy shit, man? Forever taking the stands, my game plan. I'll shovel shit from a ditch before I be your bitch to be rich. I have children to raise. Fuck how much it pays, change your ways. Then I'll sign the contract, get your championship back, that's a fact. But if things stay the same, don't even call my name. Who got game?
Damn.
Oh, damn. Bars.
You got a snap. Damn, that's fire. That's badass.
All right, what you got, John?
You didn't even
what-
know you
what
were
you got,
sitting next to
Jonathan?
greatness,
See what
Ramos.
happened was, I'm telling you.
Didn't even know that, man.
Damn.
I'm telling you, humble as fuck,
Humble.
Ranney.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been my life, man. I've they call it multi-hyphenate now. We called it Renaissance.
Yeah.
My parents called it ADHD, but
So you are right around the age where, in our, because we've witnessed what social media has done for
Yeah.
comedy. You were right around the age where you witnessed what cable television did for comedy.
yeah. Cable and the global picture kind of coming like festivals, and me personally, like festivals and global. It's like I try to encourage young comics. It's like, dude, I ain't mad at your national game, but go international every once in a while. Even if you take a paycheck, that you're gonna spend on those Timbs.
Yeah.
And book a trip to Edinburgh during the festival, or go to Toronto or Montreal or some of these festivals. Network, and learn something. You're going to learn that we're in a bubble a little bit. You know, what our hierarchy, I call it, as far as entertainment and comedy has learned over the last 10, you can get ahead of game and catch up with them. The Kevin Harts, Dave Chappelle's, those guys, they are doing the international scene. And so it gives one more perspective in their writing, in their outlook, a more panoramic view.
Yeah.
Because I know, like me personally, it's just funny to me. I can hit I do everything. I do personal, I do political, I do social, and it's really funny to me. Like, who's ever in power, people see me as the opposite.
Yeah.
It's like right now, everybody's like, he's such a liberal. Which is funny. It's funny to me. 'Cause I'm challenging authority.
Yeah.
But then, the liberals get in and be like, oh, he's such a conservative.
Yeah. No one sees you as equal, huh? Fuck.
But definitely getting out and having that exchange, even when they come here. When the guys from UK, Tokyo, and they all speak our language. We don't speak theirs. They know who all of our pop stars are. We don't know theirs. So something's a little... Imagine if everybody knew what was in your house and your furniture, but you don't even know them.
Exactly.
You know? So it behooves us to have that exchange and sometimes sit back in the cut and watch, a different language, a different art form,
but
different
Ranney,
culture.
you said it. You just said it. You don't even know you've got diehard fans somewhere that you don't even know.
Yeah.
And know everything about you. Know
That's
all
true.
of your work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's people in the Pendejos that's listened to every episode, that know all the ins and outs of you, and you have no clue who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Because when we do our podcast, like, I always think we're just talking to people here in Lubbock, and we had it wasn't quite a family reunion the other day, but like we had my aunt's birthday the other day, and she's up there in age, so like everybody in the family made an effort to go to her birthday party. And I've got cousins I hadn't talked to in years, man, and they're like, "Hey, man, we love your podcast," and I'm like, "Damn, really?" Like, I had no idea. I was like, I need to watch what I say. I don't want to say nothing stupid, But it just caught me by surprise because I'm like, damn,
talking about grandma's titties.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, my bad. But I was like, I had no idea. Like, oh yeah, we listen all the time. And I'm like, oh well, it just caught me by surprise because I think I'm just talking to my group of friends, when we're doing the podcast. But no, you'd be surprised who's tuning in.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And so, let me ask you this, Isaac. I've always known you to be, like you said, like a travieso, in the shit, right? But on the other side of that, I've always known you to be a go-getter. I've always known that you're a hustler, right?
Yes, sir.
So has your hustle offended anybody?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll start close to home as family. Just to put it out there, I probably have wrecked more cars than I could count. One of them was my brother's at the time.
Not the Land Cruiser, dog. Not the Land Cruiser.
Yeah, I wrecked it
That Land Cruiser's always been fly.
into my sister's car because the new Mortal Kombat had came out at the time, Mortal Kombat 7, I think.
Hell yeah.
And I had just gotten into the whole puzzle. There's like a weird puzzle thing in there, and I reversed into it, and he's pissed. Of course, he's mad. He's all like, "Oh, you're gonna work all summer," and mind you, he's still a big brother. Like, this is gonna be the first summer I'm gonna work hard, like, and I'm like, all right. So at the time, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put something together, and I went to the flea market, and I got all of my parents' old stuff that had been sitting there that was close to getting in the trash. I cleaned it all up, and then I made a mixtape. CDs or mix CDs or whatever.
When you burn CDs?
Yeah, when you burn
yeah.
CDs. And I had I think the week prior I had went to Dallas and I had just bought a mixed CD out there, and I was like, man, I could do this. So I don't know who I talked to. I said I had a 2-disc drive on my computer. I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna burn some songs on here and I'm gonna sell it. So what he thought would take all summer to do working odd-end jobs, cutting grass, busting my ass, I made it one day at the flea market selling CDs and everything, and I was like, here you go. And he was all like,
Like
You didn't learn your lesson.
You didn't learn your lesson. It was too easy, bro. It was too easy.
Yeah. He was like, he didn't know what to say. And so, yeah, damn right. That's what I tell my girl. I was like, man, we're going to hustle. At the end of the day, we're going to hustle. We're going to figure it out.
Dig it out the mud.
Yes, sir.
One way or
Even
another.
if our dreams don't come true, guess what? We're going to get pretty close to it because we're going to hustle our way into it, man. Even if it takes driving for Uber Eats or driving for anything like that. And yeah, we did that for a little
I remember
bit.
that weekend that happened. It was when I was dating your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, that weekend she goes, my little brother made so much money over the weekend. I'm like, damn, I'm over here breaking my neck trying to make money delivering mail.
Even then, I was a
crazy.
kid. I was like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been driving. I was 13, I think, at the time. And yeah, I was 13 at the time, and I just ran into both of them. And man, my sister, she got insurance on her car, you know. So mom would cover that real quick, and that's another day, another story.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Made that money. I think I ended up having my first steak dinner by myself. I took a couple friends out. I was like, hey, it's on me, man. I had that, and it was a good summer.
Yeah.
All off a CD.
Yeah, all off of
Good old
CDs.
days when
Yeah.
you could sell CDs,
When
man.
you could sell.
Yes.
Then
I was
I
just
had
talking about
competition
that
because there
earlier.
were some other guys that
They
started
caught on-
to-
they caught on to
They
your
caught on
moves.
to no, but I mean, but people love my stuff, and then it got to the point where I didn't even know what I was. So it would always be the first two songs that were bangers that I knew that were gonna hit, and all the other songs would stay the same. And the same people would come by these CDs, and it was like the first two songs are badass that they've never heard.
rest you just recycle
Yeah,
them.
and I'd
Recycle
recycle the rest of
It
them.
doesn't fucking matter. The artist did it to us anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Well,
drop
yeah.
albums with one good song.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah,
$20
yeah.
fucking dollars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But back then I had a sale. I was like, if you buy 3 CDs, it's $12.
You got
It's
a sale.
$5 for each CD. And
yeah.
but they were all the same CDs, but the first two songs were different. And
Whenever you
people
could get
would buy it.
fancy with it and buy the little stamper where you stamp the sticker on top of the CD if you wanted to get fancy
Oh,
with
I
it.
didn't have that much money at the
It's
time.
like
Well,
get
I was
down the
thinking-
road,
yeah, I was
boom.
Yeah, you
thinking,
can have a nice little hustle, man.
It's the same fucking song.
but they loved it. I mean,
And now they do flash drives. You seen that?
Yeah.
Now at the flea market they sell like little flash drives
Oh,
with
shit,
like
I
there's like
didn't know that.
1,500
130
songs.
yeah.
So yeah, you
Wow.
just buy the whole flash drive.
and they have their music blasting and stuff, and like it's the
Rainy-
game changed though. The game changed.
Oh yeah.
Rainey, you know where that question came from, right?
No.
So I wanted to ask you, like, you said ambition pisses people off, offends people.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a story where your ambition has
Oh, man.
offended some folks?
Just I grew up in Central Florida. Just the idea, like, I mean, when you would tell people like, you know, I'm gonna be a comedian actor. You know, like, really?
Yeah.
You stupid? You know, they just had an attitude like it's just like great, and then some people went into anger and hate. I within recent time, like I have a buddy. You know, you do this as a small world, so in this business, especially as actors and comedians, either you know someone or you know someone who knows them. And a buddy of mine, a brilliant actor out of Ohio, came to me when I was, you know, on the floor to sing in Central Florida, and he came to me and he was just like, dude, you got haters. And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, we were doing this side gig, him and another actor, and the tech guy who was setting up everything, like he was talking all this shit about you, man. He said, and he told me all the stuff he was saying. He's like, do you know that dude? I said, yeah, I recommended him for a job. And I said,
Damn.
Wow.
Cold
and then
world.
he said, that's the only way you know him? I said, yeah. I said, I couldn't make it back. I was over in Scotland. I couldn't make it back. So the director was like, are you going to make it back in time? I was like, no, but I had just seen him in the show. That's the only thing I knew of him. I thought he was pretty good. And I was like, you could replace me with him, you know? And so I recommended him, and the director cast him. But I had heard from my homie that it's like, oh, he was like, you know, and a lot of the stuff that he said, it was that kind of, who does he think he is?
Wow.
So the pursuits and stuff that I was going for, you know, because at that time, I was probably on my 8th. I've done 11 one-man shows. I think I was on my 8th at that time, you know. And, you know, people, I've always been that guy, man. From my first one-man show to my last, it's just like, I want to do it. And then everything else afterwards, You know, I ended up doing one called "In the Horse You Rode In On" was one of my one-man shows that I did at the Project Art Center in Dublin. Well, I was already there in Dublin doing a stage show. I got in touch with the guy at the Project Art Center. I said, "Hey, I have this idea for," and he was just like, "Can you like bring it in 3 weeks?" And I was like, "I can bring it to you tomorrow."
Yeah.
Get my index cards and sort this out. But yeah, I did that a lot. You know, People's Improv Theater in New York. I've done 2 of my one-man shows there. I've done them in the Strat Center in Tampa. I've taken one called Cufflinks and Jolly Ranchers for Dummies. I took to Edinburgh Fringe Festival in Edinburgh. Just, you know, I think on my feet and go. I have 2 I'm working on right now. One's just called Lit, and one doesn't have a title yet. But I'm working on them, and I'll probably be halfway through before I find them a landing space. I won't even be done with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
And some people just have, it's like, I'm just doing me, man. Won't you do you? But some people get like offended by it. Like, who do you think you are? Like, I don't know. I just know I'm me.
I know my drive and I know my hustle is up there, but I would like to use that to inspire people.
Yeah.
I don't want. I'm not doing this to make you feel less than. I'm doing this to show you that, man, I'm nobody and I can do it.
Yeah.
Like, you can do this shit too,
Dude.
man.
They said I would never read. About to get emotional now. My mom went like, you say Rottweiler. My mom was a Rottweiler for me. They said I would never read. You know,
Like what?
I
Were you
was-
dyslexic or?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
But as a kid, I had so many problems. My mom went to bat for me. She drove around the state of Florida, you know, and she would argue with people. I got this kid in the house. You're not telling me he's not smart. You know? And within a matter of a week, in my first grade, I went from they used to call it special ed. They were trying to put me in that. By the end of the week, I was in gifted.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Just my mom hustling. Mind you now, I'm the youngest of 9. She's got a house full of kids.
Yeah, yeah.
But she went to bat. And that's just like a fraction of the stories with my mom and battling school systems and all of that. She did that her whole life while running her business. She just was no joke about her kids. But I've learned through the years, man, it's just like, that's what I want. My mom would teach us that, like, even in leisure time. Like, what do you want? Well, I don't know if you got money. I didn't ask you how much money. What do you want? And then you would say it. And then she'd say, if she couldn't get it, she said, well, we can't get it, but let's see if we can find a way. What do you want? You know? And she would sit down with us at a young age, different ones of us. I had a very diverse family as far as the journeys we've all taken.
Yeah.
But my mom would sit down with us at some point and go, so what you want to do?
I think that's what my dad did for me. He, like I said, he taught me the value of a dollar, but he never taught me how much money things cost. He taught me how much hard works things
That was
cost.
my dad. My work ethic, like when we do in the regional theater, I don't know if people know, but when you see these shows in regional theater, we only have 3 weeks. We work hours like 10 to 6 days a week. We're in there rehearsing, analyzing, reshaping the show, finding combinations and chemistry, and then you put together the show. I'm so aware as a professional that people are like, oh, your work ethic. That's where I get from my dad. Like, you show up on time. You know, I break the stereotype about time. I'm relentless on other people about, hey, we said,
Yeah.
we said 7 p.m.
You said stereotype? Do you mean color people time?
CPT. Yeah. My
Every
dad,
time I invite Caleb to the podcast, I just know I got to
No,
invite him
my
30
dad-
minutes early.
I get that from my dad's side of the family, man. My dad did not tolerate it. You were not late. You know, there's a great scene in Irishman when the dude shows up late and Pacino's like, yeah, but you're late.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're late. 20 minutes. He said, well, you got to allow for traffic. I allow for that. That's in the time.
Yeah.
That was so, man, when I watched that scene again and again, and I'm like, this is my pops.
That's my pops.
Me just relentless on you, just like you need to be on time. getting work done, working hard. We work hard on these shows, man. I love that people love them. I am fortunate and blessed to consistently be in these award-winning shows. When you show up, it's like being a Golden State Warrior right now. It's like, you guys, there's a brand. They just, in the last 10 years, won 4 championships. You cannot show up here any kind of way.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate to be in a lot of these casts in professional theater that are that version. That you show up, you look at the resumes of the director and the people surrounding you, like, I can't come here playing.
And then to show up and do all that, and then to have someone show up unprepared, you're like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can feel it in the room. No one has to say anything. You can feel it in the room. It'd be like having a killer funk band and the guy come in and talk about some pew, pew, pew.
That's hey Ranney, that's Harlem Nights. Brah, brah, brah.
Oh, the little gun, the little ass gun.
Exactly. Yeah, when they do the double dutch, the person's just standing on the side jumping. And you got to go in at some point. They just steady.
Waiting to jump in.
Like, yo, get your ass
Yeah,
on.
you're going to get a leg cramp. You better jump in.
It's been an honor to have you, man. Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me, man.
I hope
It's
you
great
can come
to-
back. And like I said, you killed it at Mr. Iz's roast. And I don't say this lightly. I really don't. I was very, very excited to have you on today.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And then, like I said, it's been this long to have you come on because I didn't think I was the caliber of show to have your level of talent be on.
Man, come on.
For real, man. That's really and truly. It's an honor, and thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, man.
Just
And
thanks for saying yes.
And the
man.
Untramicolobes. You made me feel, I need a crab boil. This makes me feel at home. Nice.
I don't drink beer. The wife does, and that's the only beer we keep in the house. I drink bourbon and other shit, but I don't drink beer. So sorry if that's not your beer.
No, it works for me. I'm loose on that. I tend to go for Modelo, but I'm good.
I like what's that?
And but I'm like you. I tend to skirt beer.
Yeah.
I tend to chill with a Black Russian.
Now, if you wanted a bourbon, I got bourbon out the
Yeah,
ass. so,
see that
yeah.
works. I do Black Russian most of the time.
What's a Black Russian?
Like vodka and Kahlua.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
that was a White Russian.
White Russian is with cream on it.
Yeah, the milk, the white. It's white
That
color.
makes it a White Russian.
Damn.
keep the
okay.
cream off,
You
it's a
learn
Black
something
Russian.
new every. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Isaac, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Before we
Yeah,
go,
man.
I'd like to offer the platform to you to give your final thought, man.
All right.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, no kidding, right? No, I was talking to Jonathan earlier, and I was, one of the things you say is never meet your idols, and it's been a long time since I even seen you, been in the same room as you, JP, and Jonathan, he's, same thing. One of the things, each one of y'all have something in my memory that just, I always look up to. You, JP, you've always showed me that life shouldn't be so serious. Even at the movie theater, your crazy ass introduction before even a movie starts, and you got the whole theater laughing, man. I'll never forget that. And Jonathan is one of the things I look up to the most is he loves good music, or I should say the music I like too. I listen to the reggaeton that he listens to, and
the good stuff.
The old stuff. And I remember one time, I think I stole a CD from him because he just had so many. I was like, I ain't gonna notice.
I still hadn't noticed to this day, bro.
Yeah, he probably.
That's where that one empty spot went, dude. I had an empty spot.
There's an empty
It all
spot.
makes sense now.
But on the cool end, not even knowing him, he let me borrow his truck. Again, I shouldn't have been driving. I was like 13 at the time. He's just way too nice, and he said, "Oh, that's cool. You can." And
Go fuck her. It's cool.
yeah, he was like, "Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, whatever." And man, it was the most. That night that he let me borrow it, man, he had the sunroof on the truck and everything, and I left it open. because I felt so bad, and this is the first time he's ever gonna. He doesn't even know, but I'm sorry that I left the sunroof
all
open because
good.
it rained that day.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You got good ass memory.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he does. I was like,
Another
yeah.
fucking weekend at the flea market. Fuck.
Like, damn, I don't remember it. That's crazy though.
I left the sunroof open, and Lubbock weather decided to rain that
Yeah.
night, and it poured like I
That's
couldn't
crazy.
have imagined what it did to the truck because of how much
Yeah.
rain got into it. But man, Jonathan was so cool. He didn't get mad. He didn't. There's no clap back on that, and I was like, man, this is a cool dude.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from stealing his CD and letting me borrow a truck,
Nah, it's all good,
you
man.
know,
It's all
man,
good.
it was. So I really look up to y'all. I mean, everything y'all are doing. I mean, JP, your show, the Pendejos. When I'm out there, in Canyon Lake right now, where I live, it's just me and my fiance. And anytime I want to, get nostalgic, just want to. I save y'all's episodes literally like for the weekend, like when we were working, like a lot of hours, and I would literally try my best to save y'all's episodes till the drive back because I needed it, man. I needed to laugh.
that's dope. That's
I
cool,
needed
man.
I needed to have my imaginary friends there talking to
Yeah.
me, like pumping me up, man. Cause
You get a little taste of home when you get homesick. you
yeah,
know, listening
man,
to the-
and
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, it's always been hard for me to have like steady friends, just because, all the friends that I did have disappear at certain levels that I got to, and I don't say that like being
Boasting,
cocky or
yeah.
anything
Yeah,
like
no,
that,
that
man.
happens. Yeah, that happens.
I had a lot of friends in elementary. I loved everybody in elementary, man. I loved it. And then all of a sudden there's a magnet program and that I had the grades to go to. I lost my best friends. And then after the magnet program happened at Hutch, all of a sudden there's a IB AP program at Lubbock High. Man, I lost 99% of my friends that I had ever even had. All of a sudden I'm in a class full of the whites.
The whites, all them whites.
And they're looking at me like, man, I think you showed up to the wrong class.
Yeah.
Like, I literally in my last year of in college, I was in a biochem 3 class, and even the professor said, "Are you sure you're in the right class?"
Oh hell no.
I was like, damn. Like,
Yeah.
I had just gotten out working out, so I was feeling my I loved working out. But for him to say that, I was like, yeah, I'm in here. But I look back, I don't got nobody to back me up,
Yeah.
man. Like, and so now, I mean, I'm out there, and I mean, it's me and my fiance. My parents are here. They're getting older. They're not as strong as they used to be. That's big. That's a big part of the reason why I'm here. This is the first time I've actually took time away from my fiance, and I hate it. I hate being away from her. I love her, and man, we spend probably 24 hours a day with each other. We work together. We eat together. Shoot. There's been times when I'll be pooping and she's like talking to me, and I'm like, man, give me my privacy. But I'm like, but then I'm over here still talking to her. But like, yeah, like,
But it's crazy because I'm the same fucking way, bro.
really?
We have to leave Lubbock for a week at a time, twice a year, and I hate it. I hate being away from my wife. And if I could provide a lifestyle for both of us to where we're never apart,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mind it.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I talk. I see people. I was like, how can you be away from your wife that long?
And
they're
people
like,
make it sound like it's an inconvenience,
Yeah, like,
to have your
I
wife
need
around
that.
all the
I
time.
need
Like,
that,
nah,
man.
It's
yeah.
rough.
Yeah,
It's rough.
I get it.
And so I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. I was nervous at first coming to this show. I was texting Jonathan, because I didn't want to disappoint
Nah,
another
bro,
big brother like
never,
JP.
man,
Like, I
never.
swear to God, I was
Yeah.
texting. I was asking him, like, hey, like, any like, anything you can tell me for advice
Just
to come
be
here
yourself,
first.
man.
That's exactly what he said. And I don't know. I was like, it's almost like you're my big brother, but me and him were born in the same womb, so I could talk to him. Like, hey, like, and then he was telling me, like, I was worried about being 15 minutes late, and I'm already texting you that, and I'm texting Jonathan. I said, hey man, I'm late. I'm sorry, dude. He said, I'm late too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you. Man.
And
Like,
Ranney was on time. The stereotypical guy.
Damn.
That should have been late.
Sorry. And this whole time he's talking about being on time. I'm like, ooh,
Right?
yeah. That's crazy, man.
Ranney, I'm with Pacino, but y'all are late though.
Yep.
yeah, right?
I was trying to kick you like, hey man, they talking about us.
I figured in that traffic.
Well,
No.
thank you, bro. Thank you for those words, but I can honestly tell you this, man. You were one of the two. Omar is the first, you're the second. Two little brothers that were always in the back of my mind, like my little brother. You know what I mean?
And I feel that when I got sick at the hospital, at the time, Instagram was fairly fresh to me. I still don't have a Snapchat to this day. I'm not into the, I call our generation, like, I guess my time period. We're kind of in the middle. Nobody really talks about us. We have the fat cheerleaders that show up and name it. Like, you know, we have that, and it's just disappointing. Music sucks. I mean, everybody's trying to get into emo. It doesn't work out for our style. My calves are too big for skinny jeans, but I tried. You know, like, our generations is the mystery. Like, we just...
Trying to fit in.
Yeah, try to fit in. Like, we don't have the excuse of TikTok or Instagram. We have a MySpace. That's the
MySpace is the
the
shit.
thing that we're cool on is what song you had on the background with your.
I love the mind.
Oh yeah.
I wish it was still around. I loved MySpace.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was our thing.
I loved MySpace, but the thing that you'd get the most shit on was like, I'm not one of your top friends. Like, nah, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But I had the cheat code. Like I just put all famous people as my
I
top
never
people.
thought
Yeah,
of
that way
that.
none of my friends felt some type of way.
Yeah.
I had to change it
Yeah.
every week, man.
Yeah,
Like, cut your
exactly.
mom off. Cut your mom, bro.
Do you think that would survive if they tried it again? Have they tried revamping
dude, in
it?
today's generation, because
Yeah.
it was wild, bro.
Yeah.
It was
got
heavily offensive.
It got
Fuck
crazy.
no.
Got
Fuck
crazy.
I loved it, man. It was dope.
Dude, like,
I
do you
loved it.
remember people's MySpace pages had like beheadings and like
Yeah.
Taliban? Bro,
Yeah.
yeah.
they did.
Like, it wasn't like censored. Fuck
I
no.
don't remember.
Yeah, they just let you run.
The good old days.
Yeah. It,
Well, everything was.
What was the thing that you would burn music on before
Lime?
LimeWire? There was Napster.
Yeah.
And
I
there,
used to do all of those, man.
yeah.
Yep.
how many
It
computers
made me
you
a lot of
fucked up?
money.
Oh,
it
damn.
made a lot of money for me back
Who
then.
lost in court?
Yup.
Next.
Rainey done, he's on his 6 computers.
Ruining all my computers.
Oh, it did.
Oh,
It
yeah.
did.
I
Dude.
still have like a wall full of CDs that I lime wired. Yeah, man.
So many songs.
I remember I would try to download it wasn't really porn, but it was like softcore porn. It was like virtual lap dances.
Oh,
and so,
God,
dude,
get the
I would,
fuck out of here,
I would,
Ramos.
I would start downloading them like
You're
a couple.
fucking downloading fucking
I would.
Cinemax movies
Yeah,
and shit.
bro. But they were dope for the time because
a
it was like
homeboy.
they had a GoPro on, getting a lap dance. So it looked like you were getting it.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad, my
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Okay, I
So
thought
you
like
brought-
it was just
you
TV,
invented the
like,
VR.
No,
You invented the
yeah,
VR.
Okay, God damn, you
I
were
was-
ahead of your time.
Yeah,
My
so-
bad, I take that off.
It was from Danny's hard drive. Is what it was called. Danny's hard drive, bro.
I had a
That sounds
homeboy.
good.
I had a homeboy who was just like addicted, like it was a drug, like just getting bootleg stuff.
Yep, that was me.
Okay,
That was me.
Yeah.
The thrill of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
more
bootleg
stuff I could
stuff.
Like,
download that I knew I
bootleg,
shouldn't
it would
have.
be so
Yeah.
crazy. I got the bootleg, Wu-Tang at the, Capitol steps of Russia. You'd be like, how'd you even get that? I got it. I got it.
They went to
Yeah,
Russia.
He was
Damn.
always getting some bootleg, man. Like, what you got bootleg? I got you tomorrow. Getting in
That
the
was
car.
the greatest. I would start downloading them at night and they'd be ready in the morning.
Dude, you were ahead of your time. Can
I
you
would,
imagine that if you had VR back then?
No
Dog,
kidding, man.
yeah.
You were ahead of your
Shit.
time.
I would download that and like a few songs, start because it would tie up your phone line.
It would.
Yeah.
Everything.
So I would start downloading after everybody went to bed, like 20 songs and like 2 lap dances. Because it took a long time. It took a long time to
That
download.
was genius. I never
You know what
thought
I'm
of that, man.
Download lap dance.
So
I
I
never
would,
thought
I
of
would get
that.
up early in the morning to make me a CD to go to South Plains. So I had a mixtape and then I had lap dances when I got back from school.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to
So
have a day.
I had
Today's
it down.
going to be a fucking great day.
I had it down.
That's amazing.
Don't bother me when I'm cleaning my room.
Like, how you out of $50? You didn't even go to the club.
Ramos,
was the
you got
thing,
any
bro.
final words, man?
Nah, thanks for having me. It was a good time. It was a pleasure getting to meet you. And I the whole time he's talking, I was like, what am I doing sitting on this chair with this dude? Like, I just feel like some scrub. Got greatness over here, and I'm just kind of like,
Just
yeah,
humble
that's
as fuck,
cool.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome,
No,
man.
no. Thanks for having me on, man. It's always a good time. Everybody check out the Pendejos every Friday morning. We tried to make it every Friday morning, but yeah.
And
check
deep
us out.
dive.
Oh yeah, all the homie Donnie Flams every. You know what? I gotta let everybody know listening. He's just doing Patreon.
Yeah.
now. Yeah. He just went straight Patreon because it just works better for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all show him some love. The deep dive with Donnie Flamingo on Patreon.
Nice.
Ranney, this podcast is a guy that has yet to show his face. He's yet to reveal himself, but we grew up with him, so it's kind of hard to talk about him and call him Donnie Flamingo. And in the beginning, we used to be like, have to timestamp each podcast, be like, edit, I said his fucking real
Kept
name.
saying his name,
Edit his real name out.
Gotcha.
He gets into controversial subjects, so that's why
but he
does
moved
it.
to Patreon because his podcast is a conspiracy podcast,
Okay.
and it actually is top 40.
Nice.
Dude, he was really high up. I don't remember what the article was from, but he was like 80 on the top 100 like conspiracy podcasts
Yeah.
or something like that. He's
So-
got motion.
And
Nice.
and
Yeah,
don't and like
yeah.
you said, do not show up to his podcast unprepared because he'll make you feel it because this motherfucker he does his homework every
Okay,
episode.
okay.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. Shout out
Nice.
Donnie Flams.
Shout out Ancient Aliens.
Oh, dude,
Aliens, man.
that's my shit. Yep.
Ranney, man, I'll let you have the floor, man. You got any final thoughts?
Oh man, go chase it. That's all I can say. Go chase it and feel good about it.
Can you let everyone know again where to find you?
It's Ranney.com, ITSRANNEY.com. Instagram, you can find me at Chocolate Gandalf.
That's badass. I downloaded a virtual lap dance call that one time. Took up too much memory though, man. I never downloaded Chocolate Gandalf. They sounded good.
What was remember Robin Big?
Yeah.
What was his stripper name?
Bobby Light? No, that's his when he was singing. Oh, you talking about Big Black?
Yeah, it was
Big Black.
I forgot his name.
Black Lavender.
There it is.
Black Lavender.
Black Lavender.
Laugh.
Black Gandalf. I like that. That's fire.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. If y'all could follow Ranney, this guy is freaking hilarious. I saw him at Rafa's. What was it? Just a stand up? It was a show that he
it was
had.
a show they put together.
And
Rafa
Ranney,
and
I
Angel.
got to tell you, man, I fell in love with your comedy off that one set.
thanks, man.
You had me in tears. You were awesome, man. And you tore up Mr. Iz's roast. It was beautiful. It was an
Man.
awesome set. And yeah, anyways, but guys, thank you for tuning in. If I could tell y'all one thing, just believe in yourself, man. Put
Yes,
the fucking
sir.
work in, do it. Do
Yes,
it to
sir.
it and get it done. You're never going to be ready, so just jump in.
Jump in, man.
sir.
And
Double Dutch.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ramos, for coming, bro.
Sure.
Thank
Love you guys.
And once again, guys, please, if you haven't shared my show with anyone, please do so. Please help me expand my reach. Please get the episodes out, and please help my grow, my following grow. Sorry, I can't even put my words into sentences. But till next time, guys, read some books.
Cloud City.
Hey yo, JP, tell me what's the deal? Is it real that you got the hottest podcast in the land of the trill? Then tell me what's the deal, because I really need to know it. The way you wanna show it, you rip the shit like a pro, you really should be a poet. Like Edgar Allan Poe, you killing shit and they just know it. And thanks to San Juan, I got this drink, I might just pour it. Got me feeling like Don Juan, pimping shit while they hoeing. As far as culture goes, we goated, bitch, and they know it. And I don't like to bloat it, but I know that I'm goated. I know that JP is goated. And this is not a long song, cause the credits are rolling, but I'ma tell you one more time that we fucking goated for real. Best podcast for real. Man, what's the fucking deal, yeah? Like, tell me what's the deal? The best podcast in the West, man, the king of the trill, for real. Jackie, man, told him for real. What's up, JP? What's up, San Juan, man? You know where I be.